Part 66. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 651. Stop talking nonsense and put that crystal away quickly. How to solve this magic and wisdom. Without the protection of the defense system, we can just use our mental power to destroy this intelligence. Well, the consciousness born from magical intelligence relies on magical power to maintain its existence, and it appears to be extremely fragile at the level of spiritual power. As long as we use our mental power and suppress it a little, we can completely wipe out the consciousness of magic and wisdom. Afterwards, the crystal will become ownerless, so that it can be recycled by the system. Good. Let's use our mental power together to contain this magical power and wisdom. Everyone in the Akatsuki organization immediately gathered their majestic spiritual power. The next second, the spiritual power of Kendo, combined together, seemed to be able to cut off all things. The other members felt this majestic spiritual power, and their expressions were filled with surprise. A change. What a terrifying mental power. Who are these people? Not only does he show such outstanding abilities in the fields of magic and swordsmanship, but he also has extremely terrifying mental power. Even Lu Feng from Muyu Pavilion is nothing more than this. If a divine tree master of the illusion department encountered this group of people, it would be tantamount to seeking death. The sacred tree masters here are all well-known figures in the sacred tree world, and they have a lot of knowledge. Among them, the one with the most powerful illusion skills is the core member of Muyu Pavilion, Lu Feng. His illusions have reached an extremely ghostly state. Even if your mental power may be much higher than Lu Feng's, you will still fall into his illusions. You can almost use the illusion to the realm of elusiveness. But skills are skills. But when you encounter absolute power, you still have to kneel down. Although Lu Feng's illusion is very weird, but if you really encounter this group of monsters from the Akatsuki organization, it will be the same as a slap in the face. It is impossible to cause any harm to any member of the Akatsuki organization. Just because the mental power of everyone in the Akatsuki organization is simply too terrifying, and cannot be compared to ordinary sacred tree masters. This group of people, when they united and exerted their mental power together, the impact caused instantly created a terrifying storm in the real world, as if it was going to destroy everything. After a few seconds, magic spirit wisdom completely dissipated. That face that didn't deserve a slap, and that tone that didn't deserve a slap, will never appear in front of everyone again. Success. We broke through the guards here. Kill through the system here. This magic material store and all the treasures will be ours from now on. The members of the Akatsuki organization, as well as the core members of the Dark Knight Alliance, Star Pavilion, Wizard Academy, etc., all had extremely excited expressions on their faces, as if they were witnessing the birth of history. A magic god-level crystal. Now, this containing huge energy, in the world of the sacred tree, it can definitely be regarded as the top energy stone, a magic crystal that reaches the god level. At this moment, it has fallen into the hands of everyone. With this magic god level crystal, can we explode with magic god level power? That way, when you encounter a Dharma god level enemy, you can fight without overdraft. Liang Zijian seemed to have thought of something and asked excitedly. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 652. This guess made everyone feel excited and excited. A Dharma god-level ability. Reaching the god-level realm, no matter in any aspect, even if it is just attack power, defense power, mental power, as long as it is one of them. If it can break through the god-level realm, it will definitely be the world of the sacred tree, an extremely exciting milestone in history. No sacred tree master can be ahead of all the sacred tree masters despite his own strength. Everyone turned their attention to Deng Buletin. This magician already represents absolute authority among everyone. The magic wand he possesses makes Dumble the only divine tree master with god-level abilities on the field. Therefore, if Dumble determines that he has god-level power, then he has god-level power and cannot refute it. I saw this grey-bearded magician stroking his thick white beard, then smiled and said, "We can use the energy contained in this Dharma God crystal to promote the use of Dharma God formation. In this way, we don't need to use our own magic power. We can only use the energy reserve in the Dharma God crystal as a supply of magic power to successfully drive the magic circle. Therefore, in our next exploration of this dungeon, we can already release the magic god level attack power relatively calmly. We no longer need to worry about the transitional consumption of magic power, which will lead to the subsequent loss of combat ability and worry." Denbu's words have basically made a judgment, at this moment. Their strategy copy team has completely mastered god level power. These words made all the members' confidence go crazy. Rise, for this copy, full of desire for unlimited prospects. Ha ha ha, from this point of view, we really have power at the level of a Dharma god. If what Denbuletin said is true, can it still be false? That's right. After exploring for so long, our team finally made a great breakthrough and was able to release the power of the Dharma god level without any scruples. This is definitely a milestone in the world of the Divine Tree. Compared with the energy that the Trisolaris Club dreams of, this magic crystal is completely crushed like a dimensionality reduction blow. With the power of the Dharma God, we don't need to be so restrained when exploring deeper areas of the dungeon. If we encounter enemies that are difficult to solve with our level, we can directly use the power of the Dharma God to kill them with a high probability. That's right. Having reached the stage of the God of Magic, a watershed has been broken through. At this time, even in the dungeon realm, it is difficult for the protection of magic to block the attack power of the God of Magic. Don't forget, we also have a great magician, Dumble. Denbu's understanding of magic, combined with the magic power of the God of Magic, combined, might not even be able to stop the God of Magic. Indeed, Denbuletin's understanding is too high. I don't know who is higher or lower compared to our mysterious president. When Denbuletin heard this, he raised his eyebrows instantly and said, "Don't criticize me. How can I be so powerful? In my opinion, your president's magic field and attainments must be much higher than mine. I can only reach this level and strength with the help of external objects." You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 653. Denbuletin's words made everyone admire him. Humility, power, almost combines the demeanor that a strong man should possess. He is truly worthy of being senior Denbu. He indeed has extremely admirable qualities. Perhaps, this is the real reason why a Divine Tree Master is a strong person. Learn from Dumble. The team members present all looked at this big boss with envy and admiration. Denbuletin waved his hands, smiled modestly, and said, "I should thank you all. Without your help, without your team, and such sincere blessings. Even in this copy, I couldn't obtain a large amount of resources so easily to get to where I am today. The Wizarding Academy will always regard you as a cooperative ally." Various polite words were exchanged. Everyone in the Xiao organization also cast admiring glances at Denbu. It was absolutely right to choose such a magician to help everyone overcome difficulties and solve problems in the magic field. It was no longer the right choice. After packing up the god-level magic crystal, everyone continued to explore towards this magic material shop. Okay. Our gossip ends here. There are endless treasures in this copy, waiting for us to search, so don't talk about them. Hurry to the dungeon and collect all these magic materials and props. You must make a lot of money in this wave of dungeons. At this moment, the prodigal sort showed excited eyes, and he couldn't wait to find all the good things in this copy that contains a large amount of magic materials. After all, after getting the core hub, everyone has obtained a god super magic crystal. It's hard to imagine that if you continue to search, you can find more items. The guard system has been penetrated by everyone. This means that in the next period of time, this area will become an area that everyone can explore without restraint. Safe zone. However, this safe zone has endless wealth for everyone to explore. Improve your magic skills again. Although other members of the Xiao organization, including Xiao Chang'an and others, are not like the prodigal sword, the expressions were written directly on their faces. But their eyes shone with a glimmer of light. They all knew that this copy would definitely bring a lot of gains. Therefore, continue to explore and keep getting stronger. Only then this is the dungeon output that the Divine Tree Master should pursue. Soon, everyone in the Xiao organization, leading other members of the team, and after leaving the corridor with Denview, began to search this area. Everyone, let's split up. When we see the magic materials, we collect them first and distribute them to the most suitable people based on their characteristics before leaving the dungeon. Because, we may need to use these materials to defeat powerful enemies through the dungeon. Therefore, it will not be used as an item produced in the dungeon for the time being, but as a public weapon for the team, and will be used as such. After leaving the dungeon, divide these materials according to everyone's contribution. Xiao Chang'an's suggestion was immediately recognized by many people. This is also the most fair and just way. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 654. That's right. Dividing it this way, is actually the most correct way. Because, to conquer this copy, you still need to use these magic materials to work. If the allocation is done so quickly, then the resources will fall into the hands of different people. If there is another wave of integration, it will take even more time. It would be better not to divide them directly, but to unify them directly and use them as props for the strategy copy. In this way, it is equivalent to using these magic materials of different values to directly conquer the dungeon and obtain output items with higher returns. If it were placed in an ordinary sacred tree guild, I am afraid that a good number of sacred tree masters would not agree to such an approach. I just want to find an excuse to swallow this dungeon-produced item in my mouth. But when facing the Akatsuki organization, no one will complain. Because they knew that the people who contributed the most to this dungeon exploration were the people from the Akatsuki organization. Even if they take all the magic materials into their pockets, they still deserve to win. Moreover, their strength is originally stronger than everyone here, even much stronger. In the world of the sacred tree, the strong can directly control the right to speak. There is nothing to say about this. Not to mention, they are willing to share this benefit with you. In the world of sacred trees, this is no less than a living bodhisattva doing charity. With this fair and just mechanism in place, all the members here are extremely passionate and motivated to explore this area. Later, when the members of the team began to explore the surrounding products, exclamations one after another continued to be heard from all over the place. Oh my God, there is actually a piece of legendary magic material here. It is said that it can be embedded on a staff and enchanted to obtain a magic seal that can instantly explode with demigod-level attack power. The necklace of the Dharma Saint realm. In this necklace, the domain of a semi-god-level magic saint is sealed. This is equivalent to directly gaining an extra field, which is simply invincible. There is also the sealing stone, a magic that can temporarily seal the void. Such a heaven-defying prop is simply magical against magicians. Philosopher's Stone. It can instantly burst out magical power that changes the rules. It is said to be created from the essence and blood of the god of law. It is infinitely powerful. Soon, members of the Akatsuki organization and other team members received good news one after another. When everyone integrated the surrounding magic materials and collected them all, in everyone's eyes, they all shine with incredible light. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that in addition to ordinary magic materials, there are so many enchanting stones. There are also one-time consumption items, and the power released is simply more powerful than my ultimate move. In the world of the divine tree, it is a field that everyone dreams of. Unexpectedly, in this copy, it is just an ordinary output item. Oh my god! What kind of fairy copy is this? It's so awesome! How did that mysterious president know the information about this dungeon, and he didn't even bother to explore? It's simply unfathomable. Everyone's hearts shook violently as they all thought of this. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 655. After taking this lot of materials, everyone in the Akatsuki organization is certainly more confident about future exploration. After leaving the magic materials shop, Xiao Chang'an directly arranged everyone, if you have magic materials such as enchantment, strengthening, runes, inscriptions, etc., directly embed them in your equipment first. Strengthen your strength first, and then make the next step. As well as, if there are magic crystals, absorb them first to enhance your own magic space reserves, and then explore the next dungeon. As soon as this statement came out, everyone was surprised and pleasantly surprised. After all, these magic-generated items are all equipment that can directly enhance oneself, and the effect is quite impressive. In this shop alone, the magic crystals, directly reaching the level of demigod. No matter who is here, if they can completely absorb the energy contained in the magic crystal, it will bring extraordinary benefits to themselves. Originally, everyone thought that they had to wait until the copy was over. Only then can these explored materials bring enough benefits to themselves. But what I didn't expect is that just now, Xiao Chang'an has made a decision that satisfies everyone. The ability to directly enhance materials, then use them directly. In this way, everyone believes that the Akatsuki organization is absolutely impartial, and the level of trust and tacit understanding will be improved. Naturally, it will also be of great benefit for the subsequent dungeon exploration. Good. In this case, let's do what the captain says. Stay here first, strengthen your own strength, and then explore the next copy. After all, the monsters contained in these copies will become more and more powerful. If the realm cannot keep up, they may be destroyed by the group. Regardless of the items we produce now, they are all amazing, but as long as they have not reached the level of a magic god, no one can guarantee that in this dungeon, they will be able to take out all these materials and equipment alive. This copy undoubtedly possesses the relics of the Dharma god, and may even contain the power to instantly kill the Dharma god. At that time, if you are not strong enough and encounter this level of energy, you may not even have time to react, and you will be killed. Deng Buletin's serious tone echoed in everyone's ears. It was like a loud bell, waking up everyone here. Everyone heard the words and couldn't help but feel shaken. They were all deeply touched by Deng Buletin's words. Agree. That's right, our next actions must not be careless, we must still focus on stability. Dungeons of this level are very dangerous and not easy to deal with. We must be careful in everything we do. Don't get too carried away and ignore this dungeon just because we have made great gains and received very powerful rewards before. There may be huge risks hidden. He is worthy of being the greatest magician in the world of the sacred tree, Deng Bu at this moment. He can never forget his original intention and remember that dungeon raiders should approach every inch of the dungeon with an attitude of awe. This spirit is really real. It's so worth learning from. At this moment, everyone in the entire team couldn't help but be shocked. They quickly started to improve their strength. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 656. Magic crystal exudes dreamlike brilliance and contains majestic magic power. Suspended in front of everyone. Denbuletin counted the number of magic crystals and said the level of magic power of this kind of crystal is divided into semi-saint level, holy level, semi-god level, and infinitely close to the god level. Among them, the most majestic magic crystal is the god level crystal we obtained from the main hall of the defense system. It gave birth to magic wisdom. There is only one. Among all of us here, no one can absorb all the energy of the magic crystal. Therefore, this energy, as a public crystal, is used to drive the magic circle, or for other aspects that require a large amount of magic power. The remaining magic crystals should be distributed reasonably according to everyone's stage, so that everyone can consume them smoothly, absorb the magic power of the magic crystals, enhance the magic space, and achieve growth in realm. Denbuletin's words were equivalent to distributing the output of this copy in the most reasonable way. As soon as these words came out, no one raised objections to what Denbuletin said. Agree. There is absolutely nothing wrong with such a decision, and there is not even a single flaw that can be found. It is really admirable. Afterwards, everyone sat cross-legged in this magic material shop and separated. They found their respective corners and began to absorb the magic crystals. The magic power of the magician is always the most important, and the magic realm comes from this. Denbu's magic understanding is extremely high, but it is limited by his own insufficient magic power, and lack of a superior magic weapon prevent him from exerting all his strength. However, once he breaks through this limitation, all his understanding can be synchronized with his own corresponding realm strength. At that time, the combat power exerted, it was completely different from the past. Soon, after rounds of allocation, everyone got the magic crystals they should get. The core members of the Dark Knight Alliance and Star Pavilion were allocated. It is a semi-saint level magic crystal, corresponding to the magic space where they are about to reach the realm of the Dharma Saint. The professors of the wizard school obtain the magic crystal of the saint level, and the other academies with comparable strength are related to the core members are treated the same, and are assigned semi-saint level magic crystals, striving to sprint towards the true mage, or even the demigod level mage. Finally, the remaining semi-god level magic crystals are given by Xiao, the core members of the organization, such as Xiao Chang'an, Anil, Baiyu, and others, distributed it. Of course, Denbuletin also got a few semi-god level magic crystals. In his current state, just one is far from enough. You need to absorb a few more to achieve the same improvement effect as others. After all the magic crystals were distributed, everyone sat down and began to absorb continuously. Buzz. 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 Rays of blue brilliance continued to circulate in the field, exuding a heart-stopping magical aura. The scene was like a dream. Soon, everyone's body, one after another, came the light of breakthrough. As the magic power surged, many people's magic realm has been improved as a result, and they have directly crossed a realm. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 657. Breakthrough. Ha 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 ha, my magic realm finally broke through the level of Dharma Saint. My realm has also changed from a Dharma Saint to a half-step Dharma God. Awesome. How many people have reached the state of half-step Dharma God now? I don't know, but as far as I know, there are many magicians in the Wizarding Academy who have reached the level of magic saints. Their strength has been extremely terrifyingly improved, and they are starting to sprint towards the realm of magic gods. There are really more and more big guys. Unexpectedly, We half-hearted people who have average strength and have not even reached the level of Dharma Saint can actually reach the level of Dharma Saint. This is really exciting. Yes, as long as you can reach the realm of Dharma Saint, you will have a place in the world of the sacred tree. Thanks to this dungeon operation for giving me such a precious opportunity. That's right, if it weren't for this copy and if I hadn't absorbed this magic crystal, I would never have achieved what I have achieved today. At this moment, everyone's faces showed extremely excited expressions. They were surprised and pleasantly surprised by their improvement in strength. Especially this group of magicians from the Wizarding Academy. Under Den Buletin's teachings, many magicians have become more powerful. The young magicians have reached the level of Dharma Saint. After this dungeon operation, their strength has been greatly improved. They came to this place that contains the secrets of magic. Even ordinary magicians can understand the secret runes here, can all understand their own magic, and their attainments have been greatly improved. Not to mention the magicians taught by Dumble. They have already given birth to countless magical insights, and they are waiting for the key opportunity can be used to break through. Now, this opportunity has completely arrived. That is the magic crystal. As long as it absorbs enough magic power, the magic space contained in itself has been greatly improved, and in the realm of understanding enough under such circumstances, he broke through this watershed in an instant, crossed the threshold, and reached a higher level. As represented by this, the magicians who have reached the realm of Dharma Saints in the Wizarding Academy have basically all reached the half-step Dharma God level. Realm. In addition, the core members of the Dark Knight Alliance and Star Pavilion originally did not have any magical attainments. However, in previous dungeons, they had already obtained the output items of the dungeon. From the magic book, I obtained the magic power and understanding of magic that is almost equivalent to the magic saint level, plus the gems obtained from the magic material store, and the natal wand contracted in the wand shop a long time ago, finally, absorbed. After acquiring enough magic crystals, everyone's strength has basically reached the level of a Dharma Saint, which is terrifying. The strength of Anya and Yusuanji have also broken through the Dharma Saint stage and reached the half-step Dharma God level. In the world of the sacred tree, one could become a leader in the list just by relying on magic. For a single professional sacred tree master, this can be said to have an extra powerful ability. Another trump card to come up with. And, the growth rate of this trump card has greatly exceeded their imagination, and can even compete with the ability of the native sacred tree. What an unexpected surprise! Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 658. In fact, everyone knows very well, the fact that their strength can be so greatly improved has a very important relationship with the resource allocation of the Akatsuki organization. The magic resources here can very well help their strength to improve by another leap. However, the problems faced are also very obvious. Although the magic crystals obtained are considerable in terms of quality and quantity, the problem is that there are also many of them. To reasonably allocate magic crystals to everyone, this will test your computing power. Furthermore, one must have a fairly accurate understanding of the strength of every member present, and all resources must be distributed fairly and selflessly to ensure that everyone's strength can be improved. To do this is not an easy thing. Not only do you need to have enough insight, but more importantly, you also need to have quite a lot of patience. You know, if there are so many guilds here united, how many people are there already? Everyone has just met through this dungeon, and they don't know each other too well yet. However, the Akatsuki organization's allocation of resources to everyone is so reasonable that it almost reaches the level of divine calculation. The magic crystals distributed to everyone are just enough for everyone to break through to the next level. This is extremely rare. Many sacred tree guilds, when organizing such operations, only think about how many resources they can obtain. Even doing all kinds of things to harm others at all costs is a message that is welcome to hear. In the past, there were divine tree masters who scorned this kind of guild and fought in various forums. However, as time goes by, more and more sacred tree master guilds are doing this, and fighting has no effect. The worst time has come. Ever since. Everyone was too lazy to fight. I don't know how many posts I see every day. Instead of supporting me for a while, I now laugh at each other for being ignorant, young and ignorant, not knowing the rules, and being tricked by this kind of guild. Arrive. Therefore, the phenomenon of rational allocation of resources has become extremely rare in the world of the sacred tree. Everyone couldn't help but sigh in their hearts. He was indeed a boss. In terms of ambition and structure, he was completely different from the so-called guild bosses in the divine tree world. This is the true way to be strong. At this moment, Xiao Chang'an's eyes fell on Deng Buletin, and his mind moved slightly. Then he walked forward, patted him on the shoulder, and asked with a smile. "Senior Dengbu, how do you feel about your own strength now?" As soon as he finished speaking, many people here also cast curious glances at Dengbu. After all, Dengbu was allocated the most magic crystals. If there were more materials, everyone would basically it's all given to Deng Buletin. He is the only one among everyone here who has the power of a Dharma god, and has the opportunity to launch a sprint towards the Dharma god realm. Therefore, many people are particularly concerned that Deng Buletin has absorbed so much power. With so many resources, what level of strength has it reached? Is it getting closer to the realm of the Dharma god? You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 659. At this time, Deng Buletin smiled modestly and said, "I am actually still far away from the realm of the god of Dharma. I still have a lot of distance to go. Although the magic power is indeed getting closer and closer to this level, I feel more deeply that my understanding of magic is still far from reaching this level. It feels like there are still countless difficulties that need to be overcome in order to reach the realm of the Dharma god." As soon as these words came out, everyone in the Xiao organization, including the core members of the Dark Knight Alliance, Xin Chen Pavilion, as well as Anya and Yu Suanji, couldn't help but be slightly shocked. They found the mystery from Deng Buletin's humble words. Although the other party what he said was extremely modest and did not mean to show off in any way, but it is not difficult to see that in fact, Dumble's strength has improved. The other party is definitely not a person who likes to exaggerate, and even uses words very rigorously. It is only within the scope of understanding magic. Domain denied his own progress, but said that the total amount of magic power was getting closer and closer to the god of magic. Thinking about it, so many magic crystals must have greatly improved Denbu's own magic power. The walnut wand is originally an extremely powerful god-level wand. It requires a very advanced level of magician to use it. Denbu's field of magical understanding has undoubtedly reached a level beyond our comprehension, approaching the level of a magic god. At this moment, I can already use the magic wand of the magic god level. Now, the level of magic power has been raised again, and it will definitely be able to further release all the power of the god level wand. In other words, Deng Buletin has now become a super master in the world of the sacred tree. It is hard to imagine what incredible strength he has. This master has such powerful power, but also has such a broad mind. He is able to calm down, understand his own position in this world, and achieve humility. A divine tree master like this is a late bloomer and can reach very high levels. The sacred tree masters of Xiao organization also cast admiring glances at Deng Buletin, admitting that in this impetuous world of sacred trees, such talents are quite rare, and also recognized that he is qualified to stand in such a high position. Alright. Our magic crystal has basically been absorbed. The strength of all members of the team has been greatly improved. Everyone, the magic brand, magic runes, magic inscriptions, these additional props should have been used, right? Xiao Chang'an stood up, looked around at the people around him, and asked one by one. That's almost it? Everyone responded one after another, and their eyes showed a unique spirit. They felt quite confident about this copy. Different from absorbing magic crystals, this type of magic runes only require a lot of use. It can be inlaid in a short time. There is no phenomenon that it takes a long time to complete. Basically, if you can completely absorb and digest the magic power in the magic crystal, then these runes can also be completed quickly. See you at this, Xiao Chang'an nodded with satisfaction and said. That being the case, everyone, it's time for us to head deeper into this dungeon and explore the greater gains ahead. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 660. After hearing what Xiao Chang'an said, everyone else also agreed. Indeed, everyone's strength has been greatly improved now, and it is the most suitable time to conquer the next dungeon. After just conquering a magic material shop, he has already gained so much, which is beyond everyone's expectations. If he could get some well-known stores down for him, maybe we could just take off. When I left the magic materials shop, I returned to this wide street again. Everyone continued to spread out and explore individually according to the original team arrangement. Although the scale of the magic materials shop is not very large in this financial street of the empire, it is still quite rare. After all, this ruin seems to have suffered unimaginable damage in the past, and many of the shops on both sides of the road have collapsed. The erosion of time has also turned many ruins here into mere ornaments. The magic power has passed away and turned into dust, and everything is empty. Being able to leave valuable items behind is already very precious. Certainly. Since the exploring team has a larger number of people and their strength has been improved, both mobility and movement speed have been greatly improved compared to when they first entered the dungeon. Looking around, I still found something. Xiao Chang'an's voice echoed in everyone's communication equipment, and he laughed. We found a jewelry store. There were many crystal stones containing magic power. They were made into necklaces and seemed to have extremely powerful magical properties. After absorbing it, my magic power has completely stabilized to the level of demigod, and I have also gained a pretty good understanding of magic. It turns out that these jewelry made of magic crystals also contain attribute magic power, as well as related Dharmagod level understanding. Ha ha ha, the fire magic power I possess now has a demigod level understanding of magic, which is like eating a heaven-defying fruit. You can look around for similar shops. If you can get such magic output items, you will make a lot of money. Hearing what Xiao Chang'an said, everyone else felt quite excited and expressed their envy in their voices. To be able to obtain such good output items not only requires extremely keen treasure perception, but also a certain amount of luck. That's right. After all, the magical atmosphere in this area is too strong. Just walk around, and the ground is filled with the majestic, mysterious magical atmosphere. Through spiritual perception, it has the effect of enhancing the understanding of magic. So, if you want to be like this in a land rich in magical mysteries, it is not that simple to find truly valuable treasures. Xiao Chang'an was able to gain something and inspired everyone. This kind of magic crystal is currently the item they need to obtain most. Not only can directly increase magic power. If you get special magic attributes, then the magic that releases some specific elements will receive extremely powerful blessings. Regardless of the chanting time, the power released, and the corresponding level, it will be higher than normal. The magic is a whole level higher. For their semi-god level magicians, releasing this kind of magic can be close to the god level. This kind of improvement is quite good.